get into it. Never has his headphones on.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he?
Just always ready for everything.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say everything. Oh, shit.
Good evening? Morning? Where are you?
Afternoonish, dinnerish.
That's evening.
Yeah, all right.
It's not 9:30 in the morning, same as us. That's the main thing.
Is it 9:30 there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Bright and early.
9:30 tomorrow, right?
Yeah, future's
we're in the
looking
future.
so good, dude. Just
How
you
is
wait.
it in the future? Is it cool?
It's pretty far still. It's pretty much the same.
Yeah, some traffic this morning.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great day.
All right, I'll take the alternate route.
Yeah, that's the point of us being in the future, so we can tell you what traffic route to take on the way to work.
Dude, I mean, what else is there? There's nothing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Dude, thanks for taking the time to hang out. We appreciate it.
Dude, happy to be here. You guys got a very professional scenario happening.
Thanks. We're trying to be more professional than we actually are as people.
Purple lights, red lights, the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sick.
I believe the kids call it a vibe, I think.
It is a vibe. Dude, I got no vibe. I got squares. This is my studio, so.
We got squares too. They're on the side walls,
Yeah.
but the back one didn't look as pretty with that. So
Yeah.
it's okay. You've got more of an excuse though. Yours has actual function. We don't have any function as people, so we need to make it look pretty.
So yeah, so you make your surroundings functional and make yourself feel sort of functional.
That's it, man. That's it. Hey,
How are
we
you?
get to have you down our way very, very shortly. That's exciting.
Dude, can I say bad words on here?
Dude,
Johnny the fuckwit.
you can say whatever the fuck you want, like, honestly.
I am fucking geeked out of my nutsack to come down there and play music for people who love heavy metal. I'm like, we're so fucking stoked. Do you guys see who's playing with us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone now.
Yes. Those guys are our homies. It's not a bullshitty, business thing. It's not a record company thing. It's none of that. It's two friends. I saw Joel backstage at Hellfest in France, and I go, dude, because I knew Seven Dust wasn't able to do it. I go, dude, are you guys home? He goes, let me check. Next day, WhatsApp me. Yep. I go, all right, stand by, dude. Fucking within 2 or 3 days, they were on.
Yeah, sick.
That's so rad that you're at the position like where you can sort of just basically reach out to mates like that and do that sort of thing, and also for the fans who are wanting to know, well, if Seven Dust can't do it, who the fuck's doing it? Like, it kind of happens like that. It's sick.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, it's fucking awesome to be able to go. Oh man, okay, Joel from Airborne, who is a band that I actually really, really dig, but also we've become friends with those guys because when you do this, you start seeing same people on festivals and backstage, and you get to know them, and we've been lucky enough to become friends with them, and it's I think it's cooler than when you see two bands who you obviously can tell that it was a management thing, or
Yeah,
there's
100%.
a vibe, but like, dude, I couldn't think of a better band to jam with us. Those guys they're gonna level the place, and then we are going to come in and fucking
Clean up.
make sure it's done.
There's nothing clean about a Steel Panther show.
Oh, we know. We've been there before.
Yeah, they're gonna get it dirty, and we are going to liquefy it.
Oh, gross.
Sounds sexy. That's cool.
Hey, how have you
best.
found like you said, now that you've been able to like see them at Hellfest and bring it on that way, do you find that post-COVID, post not being able to tour and play as much, there's this like renewed enthusiasm for just like, fuck yeah, we're up for it. Like you say when, and we'll make it happen.
Yes, I feel like, well, I mean, we just got done with 5 weeks in Europe, and everybody and their fucking mother and their mother's cousins, brothers, aunts, uncles, dogs is touring because they're like, oh shit, you're gonna let us off the fucking leash, and everybody's going. So it's like this, it's like a fucking slingshot for 2 years. We just kept pulling it back, and then it was all like bam, and now everybody's like, let's fucking go. So I think what's going to happen is you have all these bands that just went to go tour because we couldn't work in our traditional way of working, and everybody wanted to go work and earn. But then after this initial wave settles down, then it's going to be like, oh shit, do we have a record to promote? Or are we going to just go tour to tour?
Yeah.
Or do we have something new for our fans? Do we have something fresh that's going to be exciting, you know, more exciting? But, you know, fortunately for us, we've been working our asses off, and we have some sexy things coming up, and we'll be announcing some shit.
I started an OnlyFans.
Dude, I've been thinking about doing that shit.
There's money. There is serious money to be
Make
made.
that money, bro.
Dude, I'm thinking like, dude, 50% of the people in the world have a dick, right? I'm one of them. I got one.
Yeah.
Like, what's the fucking big deal? You want to see my dick? You want to pay me for it?
Dude,
Yeah,
Tommy Lee gave it to everyone for free the other day.
Mate.
Dude, what was that?
And how did it not?
I don't know, man.
That stayed up for 5 hours before it would come down. 5
Dude.
hours.
You know what? Here's what sucks about that. His caption said, oops.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not
Dude.
an accident. It's clearly intentional.
Fuck off with your oops.
I think it was oopsies, actually, which really makes it worse.
Dude, if you're gonna fucking sling your dick and you're gonna post it, just go, check out my dick. I wouldn't be like, oh, oops, how'd that get? Fuck, man. Just fucking stop it already.
Yeah,
So-
that was the wild thing is, man, it's like, you know, I had even like my brother's wife put up pregnancy photos a while back, and because you could see side boob, they blocked that shit like that.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
Tommy Lee's got his giant dick just out there for everyone to
Maybe
see.
that's the problem. People didn't realize it was a penis. They thought it was just like a small snake or something.
They could have, it could have gotten filed under the reptilian section of Instagram, but dude, I don't know, man. Half of us have dicks, half of us have side boobs. Some men have side boobs, but dude, I'm no stranger. But I got, yeah, that double standard sucks. I think we should all just be able to be naked and just, you know, sling it. But
That's the quote right there.
Sling
Just
it,
sling it,
yeah.
baby. Hey, I've got a
Sling
question off the back of that. And Johnny and I were talking about this. You guys are known for having a pretty wild, raucous show, very innuendo heavy.
Yes.
Has
Sometimes
it-
no innuendo.
Yeah, sometimes,
Yeah,
most of
sometimes
the
there's no
time
innuendo.
straight out.
Is that something that you've had to kind of be more aware of? Because probably since you last like really heavily toured, you've had the Me Too movement really come through it as a big thing. Has that kind of been something you've really had to like sit down and talk as a band, being like, okay, we need to watch the way we're doing it now because times are changing and the response there? Or do you think your audience goes, that's what we're paying for? Like, what's the thought pattern there?
We had a lot of talks, and we decided that we're going to clean it up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. Sounds like you guys.
Dude, I gotta tell, it's a very valid, very good question. What we do is, I don't think there's ever been a more, actually, I never thought I'd even say this sentence, important time to do what the fuck we do. We do what we do strictly because we love to do it. We don't do it intentionally. We don't go, ooh, we're gonna be racy, we're gonna be dirty just because. It's really, we have fucking 13-year-old brains, and we're fortunate enough to have jobs that fucking allow us to take the social guardrails off everything that we say, and we're allowed to say it. I mean, whether we're allowed to or accepted or canceled, look, we're not going to change. We are what we are. People know what we are, and those who don't know what we are, if you don't like it, you can seriously fuck off.
Yeah.
Because fuck all of it. You know what I mean? Like, the moment that we start tailoring our shows for to not offend people, I think is the fucking minute that everybody who likes us for what we are goes, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
And you know, I always want new fans. I always want people to dig our band. But if you don't dig it, I get it. I totally understand it not being your cup of tea, because not everything's everyone's cup of tea, right? But I feel like it's sort of almost a responsibility now to not really like be scared of being canceled, because there's so much of it. And dude, there's so much, the sensitivity level of people, in my opinion, is it's far beyond ridiculous. If you don't like something, you can turn it off. If you don't like something,
100%.
you don't have to watch it, listen to it, or be a part of it, but you can't fucking police things because you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I don't like something, I don't like it. That's cool. It's not my shit. But I'm not going to make sure that no one else gets to fucking watch it because of me. I'm
Yeah.
not that fucking important. And these people who do that shit, and I'm sorry I'm kind of going off.
No,
but
I'm genuinely curious. in
This
one,
is what we wanted to hear.
okay, good. Because it's really like, you know, it's fucking, no one is important enough to go, you know what I think is more important than what that other person thinks. So we're going to make sure that no one gets to hear that, or no one gets to see that. Don't fucking watch it. You don't have, like, porn, for instance, gets made. Not everybody likes porn. I love porn. But if you don't like it, you cannot go, you know what? I don't think that's moral. I don't think it's right. So we're going to make sure nobody sees it. You're out of your fucking tree.
Yeah.
Just don't watch it. You know what I mean? That's it.
And the big thing for me on what you said is, you know, like making other people not enjoy it. The thing that I think gets overlooked a lot of the time with this sort of discussion is intent. You guys have no ill will, no malicious intent to anyone. You are literally speaking like horny fucking teenagers, writing the silliest shit you possibly can over incredible music to give people a release and escape, to give them a couple of hours where they can just fucking laugh, forget about work, forget about relationship problems, all that sort of shit. Just laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's just funny shit that you used to laugh at when you were a teenager. And we
Dude,
still laugh at it now.
You're I couldn't have said it better. Honestly, dude, what we do, we provide an environment. You walk through that door, you come to a show, or you put on a record that we made, and you get to escape. You get to fucking come, you get to be a freak. And as long as you're not hurting somebody, right? You can do whatever the fuck you want at our shows. And the intent for our intention is to fucking rock your balls off, make you fucking smile, and just throw that party back into your life, because not everybody gets to play rock and roll for a living. Not everybody does their own podcast. Not everybody does shit that they love. A lot of people, most people, do stuff because it pays the bills, or they try to make it pay the bills, right? And so, you know, you get this small window of fucking time, and in that time, in that leisure time, we, Steel Panther, want to be a small part of what fucking makes you go, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I think that way. Oh, they're saying shit that I like, and it may offend some people, but honestly, I sincerely say to those people, suck my dick.
Do you think the fact that you guys also have, like, that's who you guys are, that's what you've always been, it's not as though there's like, oh, there's a slight element that's a bit risky everywhere. Your whole thing is being a bit tongue-in-cheek, a bit like, this is who we are. Do you think that allows you more leniency than, say, a band like Foo Fighters? If Foo Fighters got there and Dave Grohl was like, Dix, 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 or as Johnny would say, then all of a sudden people be like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Whereas with you guys, that's what you're paying the money to see all of the time. So it's
I think that, you know, when you get a new cell phone plan and you go, well, I already had this plan, so, you know, you're grandfathered in to a certain plan. That, I don't know if that's a term in Australia, but like here, you
it is for Johnny.
What's up, Grandpa? So I think that Steel Panther, we got grandfathered into this sort of lane where people just go, that's just what they do. And it's more accepted than if we were a new band that came out. Like when we first came out, it wasn't so sensitive, but it was still like, people were like, whoa, what the fuck, you know? But I think the longer we do it, the more, look, every day we are more popular than the day before. Hopefully that's the goal, right? So today, if that rings true, we're more popular than we've literally ever been. If that, if more people tell more people. But I think that along with getting turned on to Steel Panther, now people go, they may say with a caveat, like, you gotta fucking listen to these guys. They fucking rock. They actually are players, because we're players first. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we fucking do. Everybody, we did our 10,000, 20,000 hours of practice to make this thing as good as we can make it. And then, the lyrics and the banter and all the things that we do, dude, it really is like, we have this fucking band and we're allowed to say whatever the fuck comes to our mind. And it's nice to not be so fucking scared about, somebody getting offended, because it goes back to intention. We want to fucking make you laugh. We want to make you fucking rock. And if we can be the soundtrack to you having sex, we're super down with that too.
Not us, but just people in general.
Yes.
So you guys
can do it. That's cool. That's the thing about our show. It's so funny because we'll get, like, there'll be transsexuals coming up on stage because we bring girls up on stage, and we've had transsexuals. We've had every now and then there'll be a very, very flamboyant gay guy, right? Who is clearly screaming, "I want you guys to see what I'm wearing." And that's great. When they get up on stage with us, I love that, because it's not only girls, it's not super hot chicks who are super fit. It's big chicks. It's fucking black, white, brown, yellow, green, purple, rainbow. It's fucking everybody. And that to me is one of the most fucking awesome things, is you can come to our show, you can dress however the fuck you want to dress, and you can just let your freak flag fly, and nobody judges you.
Yeah, that's 100%. It's all about getting people together, having a good time. I mean, even in terms of the subject matter and stuff, I feel like if someone is going to go to your show or listen to you guys and honestly feel attacked, it probably says more about that person than it does about you guys. I mean, like if they can't cancel South Park, who are literally taking aim at a lot of sensitive topics, I think, 4 dudes singing about dicks and tits and playing metal music is probably okay.
Yeah, dude, I agree with you, man. And it's like, you just don't have to watch, because we're going to do what we're going to do. The whole cancel shit, man. I don't, Dave Chappelle did a lot of things on it. And he was right when he said, what's fucked up now is somebody can go back 15 years and see what you did 15 years ago and cancel you now.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And you know what? It is wild. It's fucking ridiculous. And I think that's
it's dangerous as well. It's dangerous, and it is selfish. It's everybody changes. We all strive to be better people at the end of the day,
Yeah.
And well, mostly.
You can start.
But you know what I mean? Like, you could have someone who's said and done dumb shit in the past, like we all have. And then they're successful, got a family, a job, career, all this sort of stuff. And someone can take that away from that person like that.
Yeah, dude, it's so stupid. Like, I have said really fucked up, offensive shit in my life because I didn't know better. Or I just did it because I was being an asshole. I try not to do that. I try not to be an asshole anymore, but you can't erase the past, right?
Yeah.
So like having these digital records of shit. Look, if you're a fucking asshole, then you're an asshole, and people don't have to pay attention to you. But like to fucking ruin lives, man, for stupid shit you did is like, fuck all that. And that's
when it's a single occurrence. I think that's the hard thing when you see people like, oh yeah, this person was a fuckwit for 10 years and they finally got their comeuppance. Whereas when someone's like, oh, and this one time they did this one thing, that's right. Like, we're not teaching like learnable lessons apart from being like, don't be like that guy. It's just like, you can't learn from your mistakes anymore, which is a really hard thing.
Yeah.
It's suffered heavily from that.
And all the things that are happening in the world, like however you feel about whatever you feel about, all I'm trying to do is be happy, fucking rock my nuts off, and hopefully be a small part of what makes people who get turned on to our band happy.
Yeah.
That's the long and short of it. You know, do I want to make a bunch of money? That's cool. I would love to do that. But if I can survive comfortably and fucking I get to play the drums and sing about dicks and titties, I feel lucky.
Fuck
Hell yeah.
man.
Hey, talk to me about the touring side of things. So you talk about you've obviously got Airborne coming out.
Yep.
One band that you've never toured with that you would love to.
Iron Maiden.
Oh shit, has that never happened?
That would be so good too.
Played with Iron Maiden. We've played with Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Ozzy Osbourne, Judas Priest, and we've done festivals with. Well, we've done festivals, but not on the same day as Iron Maiden. So that's one that I would be like, I would love to go play with Iron Maiden.
I would love to see that. Iron Maiden has this giant 80 coming out and they have a giant dick coming out on stage blowing up. So good.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be so much fun.
It would be Maiden is on that list. But I can't think of like who else would, because we've been lucky enough to play with, you know, fuck, I don't know.
You guys are so lucky as well in the sense that you transcend that whole, like, you got like the classic rock, like the bands that you can play with, but then like you also are the band that people who like metal and metalcore and punk and rock at festivals want to watch.
Yeah.
So like we got to fucking watch Steel Panther, man.
You know what? I love that you said that. Like when we go do festivals, we have bands lining the side of the stage because they want to see the circus and they want to. I love being in that band. You know, it does transcend 80s metal. It does transcend modern rock, hard, heavy shit, gent rock. It's just like when you watch our show, you can't be too cool. Like nobody's too cool to watch our show. Like nobody can be like, yeah, dude, I just don't fucking get it. Because if you're that guy, you're the dick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You could not like it. Like I said, I get it. It may not be your shit, but you can't go, this fucking sucks. It's fucking entertaining. It may not be your cup of tea, but you can't say Steel Panther's not good. You know what I mean?
You guys were around for like a hot minute before you dropped that first Steel Panther album as well. When you dropped that, like, because like you said, you've paid your dues and you guys can definitely play. When you dropped that first album and like songs like, you know, Asian Hooker and Fat Chick and all that like started blowing up, did you guys ever honestly think that you were onto something that would get to where it's got?
I did not know. I did not know that it would get to the level that it is now. But I do remember the first time we jammed, the first time we did a show, I remember feeling in my gut that there was something. I knew it was more than just a normal band. I knew it was more than just like, oh yeah, no, this is pretty good. People might like this. I could feel it. Like it was very, very strange. I didn't know what, I didn't know how, I didn't know, but I knew that the chemistry in the band was fucking gnarly. And when we were jamming, like it was a different feel than just playing songs with some guys, you know? But I was not prepared. Our record came out in June of 2009. We played Download Festival 2 weeks later or something for our first time overseas. And we played the third stage and it was fucking rammed. We had no idea that anybody even knew who the fuck we were outside of LA. And when we saw that, I remember going, oh shit, this is going to be a thing. And dude, they had fucking the Asian Hooker hats, the big, you know, hats they wear in the fields and stuff. They had big signs, community property. Our record had been out for like 10 days. I was like, what the fuck? How do these people even know? And they were singing along and I was shitting my pants. I was like, oh my God, my mouth went all dry and my heart's fucking racing. And I'm like, I remember the feeling was the same feeling I had with the very first time I went on a roller coaster with a loop. I was like fucking 11 and I was like in line watching it going, oh my God, that looks awesome. I don't want to do it. Okay, but I do. Can we go? can we go? Okay, no. And then you just keep going and you get to the car and you're like, I want to go home. Well, okay, let's do this. That's how I felt backstage. I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want to do this. Okay, no, let's fucking go.
That's all the best things in life. If it doesn't scare you, there's no point.
Dude, it was insane. It was
so good.
fucking insane. And then we did main stage a couple years later, and I'm looking out at 85,000 people going, holy shit, Cox. Like, the thing for me is I'm the drummer, right? So I start going, everybody here, every single fucking person is gonna move to what starts in the center of this body, not the dude over here, not the dude over there, not the fucking sound guy, not nobody. One guy, from my brain to my foot, and then it goes out from there. And that fucked me up because I was like, oh shit, I have the real
responsibility, man.
dude. It's like I have the real ability to fuck people's day up. Like if I suck, that'd be 85,000 people going, fuck this. That's a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
if I fuck up, no one dies. That's cool. I'm not doing brain surgery, but I could definitely fucking ruin a bunch of people's fucking hour.
That's why you've done your 10,000, 20,000 hours practice. So you're ready for that moment.
It truly is, dude. It made me glad that I fucking grinded and worked 7 nights a week for fucking 3 or 4 years straight, doing residencies, all sorts of shitty situations, sound going out, and you fucking play through all these situations, and it prepares you for this holy shit moment where you fucking get on stage, you walk out and you see a sea of people and you go, okay, we're fucking doing this, and like you can't stop time. So, and you like feel yourself walking to the drum set and you're like, my body's going. Oh, we're going and doing this now. I'm okay. Well, I'm counting it. We're in the middle of this. Oh, fuck.
Just out of body experience watching yourself doing it.
Dude, it is. And now when I go do it, it's different. Now when I go do it, I'm like, I feel like a fucking lion in a cage backstage, and they fucking got a big fat ass fucking chicken on stage, and they just fucking open the thing, and I get to go out and just murder that shit. That's how I feel now.
Yeah, that's
so. It's fucking awesome.
Would you rather, you talk about the experience of playing like big festival stages and having these other bands come, would you rather do that sort of thing exclusively or solo tours exclusively if you had to choose?
Oh God. Well, I'll tell you what, that's a very, very hard question to answer, but I would say if I had to pick one, I would say the fucking festivals. And the reason why is because you affect so many people at one time, and you have the camaraderie of the other bands.
Yeah.
And if we just did our own island forever for the rest of the time, I would miss that. And by doing that, I still get to play.
Yeah.
And I still get to play, but I get the joy of sharing with all the people.
I think that's actually a kind of cool perspective, that the fact that like you get to bring your joy to other people, not just your fans, but like to infect other people. I think that's a sign of someone that like truly loves and knows what they're doing. Because you see some bands be like, no, I want to do our shows because they're our fans and they're here for us. Whereas you're like, we can like show people what we're about and give them that experience. I think that's a really cool perspective.
Yeah, thank you. You know, don't get me wrong. I don't want to have to pick, and I love doing those.
No, you've done it now. Sorry. This is a binding contract.
Australian tour just got cancelled.
Not fucking preface that question with its actuality. But I love doing, smaller shows. And when I say smaller, like, we usually will do, our smaller show will be like 1,500, right? And it goes up to, a headline show can go up to 7,000 for us. That's our range. And those are fun because they're more intimate, and when shit goes down, it's easy to get somebody up on stage, and like you can have these moments that you can't really have at a festival. But we do bring girls up at a festival, so there's that too. So yeah, if I had to pick one, dude, it would be festivals. But fortunately, I think that you're lying, and I don't have to pick.
He knows me already.
Yeah, now you got it. Look, there's so many massive personalities in the band. Like you're basically a band of personalities, and I've always like wondered how that sort of works, and is there ever any tension, not tension, but sort of competition in the personality side. Because I mean, even if you look at bands like Motley Crue or something, like no one ever fucking hears from Mick Mars. You know what I mean?
Right. Because so with us, I think over time, there's been fucking there's been tension in our band before. We ended up having to fucking go to fucking therapy, like band therapy, to learn how to communicate with each other. How's that for fucking rock and roll? But if
Some
we
kind
did
of monster vibes,
dude, no, it was very, very similar. Minus, actually, you know what? The dude ended up getting fucking creepy and weird.
Oh, same vibe.
Oh,
yeah, it ended up being like we were like, what the fuck, bro? He helped us. We saw him for like on and off for about a year and a half, right? And he really helped us communicate and get aligned and fucking helped us figure out how to take our thing and maneuver with it, right? And have momentum. But at the end, man, he fucking came to us. He's like, okay, guys, I want to make myself available all the time for 5% of everything. And we went, say what? Like, yeah, man, it's going to be awesome. And we're like, fuck you very much, bro. Like, we're going to give you five, what? Like, we're paying you for this shit. And now you're like, it just, I don't know why, people feel like they can just go, you know what, you guys,
Great, man. Great.
Fuck, it's so gross.
Give an inch, take a mile.
Hey, so we love to have a bit of fun on here, and generally we do some would you rathers and stuff like that, or give an Australian quiz to our guests. But we figured that like Steel Panther have always been known for being really, really good with the ladies, and even men and animals when Lexi was in the band. So we thought we'd get our viewers to throw in a couple of relationship advice questions for you. You down for that?
I'm your man. Yes.
You seem like a helpful sort of person. So
I'm ready.
So
and I'll give you the most thoughtful, insightful answers you've ever heard.
Wouldn't expect any less. All right. So the first one is, how do you deal with a partner that has a significantly different taste in music? Like if you hate each other's music, what do you do? Because music's important. Headphones.
What about a car ride? Because this is something my fiance doesn't like metal. And so I've had to, over the past 5 years, just slowly inject little bits of heaviness. And so she likes punk now. She'll listen to punk with me quite heavily. And then gradually I've added in bands that have a tiny scream here and there to get something heavier.
I still think that headphones are the best invention that Jesus ever made, because you don't necessarily have to talk to her. So there's that.
Yeah, there is that. Communication is key, I hear.
Hey,
sometimes lack of communication is key.
Well,
but
no, continue. Sorry.
What does she listen to?
She likes a lot of like indie and rap stuff, and the rap stuff, a lot of it is not for me.
So what I would say to you, my advice would be to find somebody else to marry.
Okay, cool.
That's like the logical step, right? I mean, if you think about it, what you're saying to me is this: it's just not. It's not going to work.
Sure. Just don't
pull the plug now.
Right. Sorry, Court. Fuck. It's fair. He can't play solo shows anymore. I can't get married. We're all losing out this interview.
I feel like it's a fair trade, and I'm sure she's a lovely girl who will make somebody a very happy husband. It's just not you.
All right. Yeah, cool. Hey, on communication, you said communication is important. Now, this one isn't necessarily a question, but they said, I can't even speak to a woman, never mind be in a relationship with one. What advice have you got for that? What should this fine young gentleman do to approach women?
So he can't speak to a woman because he's nervous or uncomfortable?
Doesn't have a mouth.
Yeah. Sign language.
Got no hands.
Fuck. Sign language.
That's the ultimate pickup line. Johnny has tried that. I've seen it before. It's never once worked for him.
Yeah. But that's because when I try to do it, I don't have very good sort of like coordination. So I miss the hole, and they're like, well, that's not going to be fun.
That's not enticing for them at all. If you miss the hole, I mean, with your finger, it's gonna be dicey later. So what I would say to this dude for real is maybe he needs to bust out with a couple shots and get a little bit of liquid courage just so he understands that the girl's not gonna fucking chew your face off yet. But you know, you maybe lube it up a little bit. Get a little flow going, maybe a couple beers, and then it's time to be very casual. Hey, my name's Stix. What's your name? And then what's your name?
Mine, Francesca. That's who I'm going to be.
Hey, Francesca. How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm great. I noticed you.
We need to stop this because he's going to start blushing and this is going to all go downhill.
Dude, shut the fuck up, man. We're doing this.
You're a horrible wing lady.
Yeah.
You're a horrible wing lady.
Yeah.
So, Francesca, I noticed you came in here by yourself. Are you waiting for somebody? You got a boyfriend?
No, it's just me.
Amazing. Can I buy you a drink?
Oh, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You have a very, very interesting voice. I like it. Where are you
Thank
from?
you. I'm from Germany.
Now make it German. Go on, give me your best German accent.
That was not a German accent.
I'm sorry. I was trying to impress American men.
That's not German either. That's why Johnny can't do accents and does them way more than anyone should that can't do accents.
I applaud it. I fucking applaud it. But you know what? That is exactly what this dude needs to do. He just needs to fucking nut up and go and just don't be afraid of the failure. You may get fucking shot down. Francesca may be like, not interested. And it's okay. No one's dying. So fucking just keep trying. No one's dying. It rhymes. I know. It's freaky.
Should write songs.
Yeah, that's a new song. All right.
We probably have time for 2 more here. Let's go.
All right. So, what are we going to do here? All right.
No Francesca this time, please.
No Francesca. My girlfriend's mum always offers me wine when we're alone. Is that flirting? She's kind of hot too.
I'm going to just say it. Yeah. And depending on how serious you are about your girlfriend, don't miss the opportunity. Because if you can take it and you're like, I'm probably not going to marry this chick, do it for the story, bro. Because in 2 fucking years, you're going to be with your bros or your mates, sorry. And you're going to be like, you guys aren't going to believe this shit. I fucked my girlfriend's mom. And they're going to be high-fiving you. You will get free drinks for at least 6 months until the story runs out of power. But then you find new friends and it's 6 more months of drinks.
And a new mum.
And a new mom. But I'm telling you, dude, if this is a chick you're serious about, don't fuck her mom, because that's probably going to be a deal breaker. But if it's your girlfriend, you're like, I don't see the future, hit it. Just do it. Fuck.
No, just do it.
Fucking do it. I
All
would.
right. Last one. Now, this one was definitely not sent in by Tommy Lee. How do I get the best out of my 2.7-inch fully swollen member?
I would not have the slightest fucking idea on how to answer that. And I'm proud of that fact. Because 2.5 inches, I think it's a micro penis.
Have
you guys ever seen a micro penis?
Yeah, dude.
Like
every day.
I just did. Came out of the mouth. Dude, I don't know. Let me back up. There will be a girl who likes it. You just have to find her. I don't think it's going to be easy, and it's not going to be super fun to find her. But there are fucking freak shows out there for freak shows. There are, and I'm not saying you're a freak show. I'm just saying everybody likes some different shit. Some guys like chicks who are fucking 400 pounds. Some guys like chicks who are fucking 38 pounds. Everyone likes something different. And there are girls out there that probably get super fucking horny for a 2.5-inch cock. I don't know them, but I know that they're out there. There have to be.
That's
right?
what the internet's the beauty of the internet now as well. Because it's so much easier. We have everyone at our fingertips. You can put it out there. There's a forum somewhere. You can be like, Here's the problem.
Maybe this
And
dude
people
should
go,
Tommy Lee it. Whoops.
yeah,
Dude, he should just.
whoopsies.
If I was if I was that guy, I would take a picture of my tiny cock and I would put it up online. I go, dude, who wants some? Fuck that oopsie shit. Who wants some of this? And I would wear like a fucking cheetah outfit and fucking I would flex and I would fucking have like I would put like arrows and shit to my dick so they didn't miss it. And it would be awesome.
Now I know the thumbnail for this video is going to be.
Yeah, that's the new thumbnail for sure.
Just own it. Own your tiny dick. That's what I would say.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, man, you're a busy man. We better let you get going. But we're going to ask one final question, the divisive question that we ask everyone on this channel. You're going to go on stage, headlining Download again. 70,000 people, 80,000 people. You're perfectly dry and comfortable. You have to either put on cold, wet socks or cold, wet underwear. What do you choose?
But it has to be socks. I don't wear underwear.
Oh,
My dude.
Cool.
Yeah,
That
I
was
appreciate that. Was easy. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of women.
I think you're the
Steel
first
Panther
person
shows
that's
now
actually
going,
just said, I just don't wear underwear. It's not normally like, well, I get sweaty anyway. It's like, what are underwear?
No, yeah, that's not an option. And when you wear spandex, if
Yeah,
you wear
true.
underwear with spandex, you are defeating the purpose of the spandex. Because really, you know, as a dude, it can make or break a deal. Like you be like, this is what you get, and there's gonna be chicks who dig it, and there's gonna be some who are like, no, thank you. And I'm not gonna tell you which direction that is, but it's
We can
definitely
make
not.
up our own minds.
It's a solid 4. It's a solid 4.
Brother, thank you so much for taking the time. We cannot wait to see you in a few short weeks. Looking forward to rocking out with you.
Thank you guys. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thanks, man. We'll see you there. Peace.
Cheers, guys.